Well, shut up and like he can't have a civilized conversation.
I mean, I just let you fucking go on for 2 minutes, and then you gave us some
No,
bullshit again.
give me no bullshit story. I'm telling you that story. I did not know you. I was not aware that you could get arrested for a rumor, an accusation.
Exactly. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just predict that? I just predicted that. But you said that I don't know nothing about the court system there, Brandon.
You don't. Obviously, you don't.
I just said right now that you've been grooming, and you just said Brandon said that that's what they're coming out.
Wait a minute, guys. Brandon was acquitted of these charges.
Yeah.
I was dismissed without prejudice. That means I can't be brought up.
Yes, you're right.
No true bill. You're right. You know what?
And in the beginning, I told you that I respect that. But I still got questions.
I sent my phone, and then they had two of Lauren's phones. They had two of her phones, and I didn't know. I didn't know she had two phones. Okay, so I had the one phone that I had ever had any contact with her that they had, and they said they had a second phone that I didn't know. Not to I said I don't know about no second phone. I told her I said I have not talked to Lauren in like 5 or 6 months, and I told them exactly what I told you. And Cooper Wagner said, okay. He said, look, I believe you, but I still have to arrest you. He said because that's just how it is. And I said, okay.
I'm waiting on Brandon. Hopefully he'll come over here.
Then I go to
This
jail.
is stupid.
Then I go before the judge. And then guess what? The Commonwealth attorney.
This is just
pulls up
stupid.
the file, and all it
Ernie
has
keeps letting him talk
is
over him.
statement.
Ernie
Zero evidence.
can't mute somebody. They can unmute. If Ernie mutes him, he knows Dane can unmute himself.
That's all it was. A statement.
Saying the mute button ain't working. Ernie knows exactly what's going on.
The judge said, okay, so the phones are forensic. Yeah, we took them off. And then
I don't think Brandon's seeing my messages about coming over here.
to my face and to my attorney's face that he said, if I could, I would dismiss this, but I can't because of the seriousness of the accusation. We're going to wait for the phones to come back. He said, so we're going to.
He's saying, show your receipts. Show your receipts for them going through your phone.
And then I got out.
He didn't need any receipts. He was given a 100% true bill. Not 99%. 100% true bill.
I know for a fact that Lauren got because my son's mother is friends with their family, and I play basketball with Lauren's brother 2 days a week. 2 days a week, I play basketball with her brother. Okay, so she got her phone back. If there was any form of,
I don't know if he's ever going to listen. Are you ever going to see that I'm live? I was just going to let him tell his story uninterrupted.
I didn't have a high-tech goddamn computer. You think the state forensic lab can't break a fucking phone? And I gave them all my passwords.
Yeah, go ahead, Chaotic.
I gave them the password. I gave them my Facebook password.
Thank you.
I gave my Facebook password, my Instagram password, and the password to my Snapchat, which they went through every message that I ever had, any contact I ever had. And then they said they even pinged my phone into the location where Lauren said that where we apparently had sex. My phone had never even been there.
I don't know about Ernie being sleepy. Ernie needed to end his live 3 hours ago, to be honest with you.
They didn't give you any of that, right?
Well, see, wait a minute. They wouldn't. Here's the thing. In investigation, they wouldn't even give you a paperwork saying about a ping. A ping would not be documentation for it. But they did give him the no true bill, and that's
No, Dank don't know Brandon, and I guarantee he wouldn't have that kind of energy if he saw him face to face.
Well, your own.
I'll give you 3 minutes, like it's his channel. I guess it's a Dank and Ernie show now. I'm not down with that.
Did I ever say that? Why are you putting words in my mouth now, Brandon? I've been sitting here talking to you and listening to your words and reacting to your words. Why are you putting words in my mouth now? Should I sit here and yell at you and we have a big old shouting match about what we're doing? So you just stop putting words in my mouth?
You're saying that I groomed somebody when I didn't. I know.
Said that you explain
I
that.
know who I'm engaged to. Not know who I'm engaged to. But my girlfriend, gorgeous. She's gorgeous, and I was with this girl whenever Lauren accused me of that. And Ernie knows Harlan.
Hey, Angie Styles.
The places she tried to say that I had sex with her was at the Poke Cell Festival. The Poke Cell Festival. Friday night of the Poke Cell Festival. Okay, I was with.
What the fuck are we talking about? The fucking
There's,
Polk
okay, so Dane don't
County High?
understand.
Are we talking about Polk County High where Al Bundy went to school?
No, no, no,
Four
no, no,
touchdowns
no,
in
no,
one
wait,
game?
wait.
Now Dank's gonna make fun of Harlan. Ernie's gonna let him do it.
They have it once a year, and it's in Harlem. So, it's thousands and thousands of people. There's no way that would
Okay,
ever happen.
I was with. I was with both my children and my girlfriend the entire time. From the time we got out of the car. To the
Hey,
time
thank
we
you,
got in the
Mama's
car,
baby girl.
I went back to Maddie's apartment.
Hey, the stand and family love y'all. We love you too. I've texted him. He's not looking at it. He's too fired up.
She had to work, and that's what I told you right now. I said, I have witnesses. My mother, my stepfather, I have witnesses. I said, my kids did not leave my sight the entire time that day. She said, on the Friday of the Post-Up Festival, that
You got solid ass alibis, bro. You got solid ass alibis, bro. That's probably why you got no true bill. That's probably why you got your no true bill, bro. You're right. I just don't understand it. I'm sure the parents are totally accepting of the fact that you totally try to hide this from them. And I'm sure that they're so thankful that you.
Oh, really? That's cool, October, baby.
You found out that your student was.
I have a friend who's a professor at UK. History
You
professor.
want to hear that nonsense?
I cut ties with her. Whenever
You know how long-winded your shit is right now?
Brandon don't realize it's gonna be clipped by everybody, and
Now, come on, go ahead. Give me another 5 minutes of your bullshit.
every time Ernie's live, it's recorded by 14 different channels.
What other people do with their fucking lives.
I don't. Well, you're sitting here on this panel right now, aren't you? And we weren't even talking about you tonight.
Damn, I don't care who has sex with who does what with who.
I know. We know that. Yeah, we know that.
As long as it does not affect my life.
Well, look at this. Do you think you made a bad decision here once or twice in that situation? Because you got arrested, bud.
You're right. And if I had known that you could get arrested for
No, but you're saying that I don't know anything about court cases or
if I
law.
had known,
But you're saying had I known, but you're telling me about what I know about court or law.
If I had known that I could
Dank is over there believing that Betty Washam can hide stuff from the FBI, but he's acting like Brandon doesn't know anything about the law. Like Dank don't know anything either.
Yeah, right there, it's affecting your fucking life right there. Right there, you need to make some phone calls. Did you?
Did I what? Yes, I did. I called Angie. I called her mother, but her mother.
There you go, Dank. There's your answer. Will that be the end of it? No, Dank will keep going. Yeah, Dank's been running the show all night long.
Then you had to go and tell.
No, because dude, I do not give a damn who Lauren has sex with. I don't give a damn if Lauren is 14 years old and she wants to fuck a 30-year-old. That's none of my business, and I don't give a damn.
Hey, listen. Just a question here, Brandon. Just a real quick question, okay? Because I know you have a daughter, and I'm not trying to disrespect you because I have two daughters, bro. One's 23 and one's 9. Okay, so I'm not trying to disrespect.
Okay.
But just listen to what you are saying right now, and just listen. And I'm not even going to go any.
Because she has shitty parents. The girl's father.
So just because people,
He's acting like it's Brandon's fault that this girl has terrible parents.
Then her mother.
Notify the cops.
Her mother, a few months later, after I got arrested for possession of meth.
You would have never been arrested if you would have just notified the
Well,
cops first.
Okay, so
They were that bad of parents.
Here's the thing. Hold on a second, guys. I've known Brandon for a long
I hear you, Ernie. I understand. And again, we don't need it. I'm not saying that he was convicted or he's guilty or anything. I'm saying the things that he said explaining this whole thing.
Is anybody gonna go up on the panel over there and tell Brandon he can come over here and say what he wants without Dank running the show?
I remember. Okay, so
This is kind of pointless, me sitting here.
I remember how big this actually was because Brandon was set to fight a UFC fighter, right, Brandon?
Yes, he was. Absolutely. I've done the research. Yes,
And,
they shut it down.
Brandon,
They shut it down.
So here's the thing. So you can imagine when this comes out, this gets like huge attention. And
But
I
see,
remember
this is my point. He could have avoided all this, and that's where he That's really his first.
Ernie won't shut it down
Right,
any
that's
packs.
the outrageous.
Ernie won't shut it down because there's 300 or 400 people over there. He's going to let it go. Ernie won't shut it down until it starts. The numbers start dwindling. He won't let chaotic up. Of course not.
How did you not know that something like that can happen? Look, you said you're a social media buff, bro. You said you're telling me that I don't know anything about social issues, but you're sitting here saying I didn't know that this little girl that is so vulnerable can do this to me.
Well, okay, so let me say something.
I'm trying to reason with you, Brandon.
Well, wait a minute. Let me say something here.
He ain't trying to reason with him.
In this town, what he's talking about.
Okay.
A lot of
Small
shit. Harlan, Kentucky. A lot
Yeah,
of
small
shit.
town. Everybody knows everybody.
Right. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody's business. And
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
shit
you know
goes
what?
down.
So the answer
That's
is
never-
a phone call away.
Right. I understand that. But you're not.
Okay. So there's the court process, and having money is one of the ways. But I'm going to respect a no true bill, period, because there's no other evidence.
You think I'm rich? Is that what you think?
No, but I know that you're a Bellator and UFC fighter, and then you've done stuff with your name after
That doesn't matter at all in Harlan.
Right, Brandon?
Is $40,000 a year rich? No, it's not.
No. But are you did you brand your name?
What?
Is your name branded? Are you an LLC?
No, I'm not.
No. See, that's the
No, Dank. Booty stank. You don't know nothing.
Well, that's probably because you had a great thing going until this dumb shit
No,
happened.
I still have a great thing.
He
Dude,
still-
I
he
took
still
a
has-
spot with Bellator in February.
All right, maybe you do. I don't know. I just met you, and
Okay.
all this came
Look,
out.
everybody thinks that when this happened, and I haven't fought since. I fought 9 times, including going to Russia and representing the United States. In the same
No,
day.
Brandon don't deserve it, and
And you're just 40,000.
I'm really
Yeah.
disappointed in Ernie for allowing it.
Yeah, you don't make, unless you get into the big US.
Ernie don't care.
Unless you're a name drawer in the UFC.
I hate that.
Even UFC mid carders, even UFC beginners, they don't make.
I hate to see him going backwards.
Yeah, you're not.
What is it? What is it, Brandon? Like the first fight, like 5,000 or something in the UFC.
I mean, it depends on how your marketing, how you do in marketing. I mean,
Well,
No, Dank. It doesn't matter how you do in marketing.
25.
UFC has a set price for your first fight in the UFC, you
You're
idiot.
going to get more than just the average.
No, you don't, Dank.
And he has the recognition of being an ex UFC fighter and ex Bellator fighter. So
No, he don't. He's never been an ex UFC fighter.
Not everybody can say that in their lives.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's on
You what?
He's on Bellator.
Dank has no clue. Well, I've researched you, Brandon, except I just don't know nothing.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
But the point is that you're.
Me too, Alicia. Scares me too.
I didn't even
But
know.
you were saying that. You were saying.
Don't
that
worry,
by not
I've actually
doing
seen
the
it.
Right thing,
No,
bro.
that's not grooming anybody.
Bro, you let it go on. You allowed it to go on.
I would have.
Okay, maybe grooming is the wrong.
It depends. Like if the numbers are good,
I don't want to be. hung
he
up
will
on that.
allow it.
Grooming is the wrong term.
Yeah, I don't want to. Maybe you're not a groomer, and maybe I worded that wrong. But
I agree, just legs. Dank is running it.
We're leading towards, bro. Here's another thing, bro. Is you saying I don't give a fuck about what a child is, and that child is your responsibility. That's
not my responsibility.
She's not his
But
responsibility.
you're training her. What is she?
When you get paid to train somebody, no, let me talk. When you get paid to train somebody,
When she walked in that dojo, whose responsibility was she?
you get trained. You get paid to train.
She walked out of that dojo. She's her mommy's responsibility.
It's not just you and that person there. There's a bunch of people there.
Yeah, Dang, this ain't private lessons. This is like.
Never one-on-one with her. Never once was I one-on-one with her. There was never less.
You said you did Sundays.
Sundays at Timmy Ingles' place. Okay.
Timmy Ingles, her family.
People there. Never less.
That's what I started to say. There's about 10 or 12 people in that fight.
Yes. There was never less than 10 people there. I never trained her one-on-one. I got paid to train a whole group of people wrestling. Never one-on-one. I was never alone with her ever, never one time, ever was I ever.
This is sad.
You probably
This is sad.
that he was doing like private lessons with her, right?
Oh, never once was I did do private lessons. Ever.
I know that
I know
he took whatever relationship he should never had taken off of whatever messages, because you were cleared to have message contact with her, right? But I'm sure they didn't say, hey, go ahead and add my daughter to Snapchat. You decided to add that Snapchat link or add that, knowing that that's an app that hides your message.
Hold on.
How come you get to cut me off and I can't cut you off? Go ahead.
I thought Dang didn't know nothing about Snapchat.
Every client from the age of 15 to however old, my oldest client is 64. I have them all on Snapchat. All of them. Because that's how it works. Because when you post something,
I would too, Leslie. I'd kick him right off.
I use social media in order to gather views, in order for people to see.
He should consider Brandon his family
I
too.
I got a page on Facebook for a missing kid that's still missing out here, bro. I got a group page on Facebook. I know social media, bro. You're not teaching me nothing. I'm not on Snapchat because my daughter's over fucking 18. She's already past that shit. She doesn't even have Snapchat anymore.
Thought he had a daughter that was
My
9.
youngest daughter doesn't use that shit.
Look, a lot of MMA fighters, a lot of boxers, a lot of people who are into like weightlifting.
I guess Brandon's not going to come over. He's not going to see all this.
They do have Snapchat. They do.
I hate this.
My girlfriend is a teacher. She's a special education teacher at a school. She has fucking Snapchat. Okay?
Still 317 people watching that train wreck.
Most people talk through Snapchat. My girlfriend never texts you. Let me put it like this. My girlfriend never texts me. She only messages me on Snapchat. And at one point,
Is your girlfriend in her 20s still?
One point, hey, my one.
Is your
I know. Harlan County proud, Leslie. Me too, baby. Me
Is your
too.
girlfriend in her 20s?
She's 24, yeah.
All right, well, that's why she's on Snapchat, dude. All right, well, I'm kind of hungry, bro. And my girl's
That
gonna
ain't got nothing to do with it. Just because you're old and you're out of touch with culture and how things are.
No, I just got done telling you how many, bro. I have it.
The public eye. You
Here,
don't work
here,
in
I'll
the
tell you
public
again.
eye.
I'll tell you again, and I'll explain my social media pages.
But know what it's like.
You want me to tell you? I have a weed growing page because I used to grow weed. It's called Outlaw Grow. It's on Instagram. Bro.
He's got a weed growing page.
And then I have a Facebook page that's my personal one. And then I have a Facebook group that's called Free Thinkers and Outlaw Junkies. And then I have another Facebook that I made for a missing child out here in Valley. And then I have YouTube pages.
1,000 subscribers. I've been doing YouTube for fucking goddamn 45 days, and I already almost got 500. Come
well,
on,
that's awesome,
dude.
bro. You have a friend like this man that has been very nice to you and fucking and built your channel, bro.
I didn't build his channel. He built his channel.
Little workouts that gets no fucking views, bro. Whenever you're on with these guys, then you get your views, bro. Come on, keep it real with yourself.
Okay,
Show
calm
them
down.
some respect, bro. Kimbo has gotten you those fucking those subs. Bro. Come on.
I wish he came over here.
Waste the fucking space. You waste fucking oxygen. You waste oxygen because you know why? Because you don't get back to the sun. You don't have a special bone in your foot. What do you do that's special?
I wish he'd come over here.
You have nothing special about you.
Okay,
Nothing.
Brandon.
What do you do?
You got a point, bro. You got a point on that. He's been drinking a little bit too.
That don't matter, Ernie.
I know.
Like I would.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from.
Doesn't matter if he's been drinking, Ernie.
Guys, I want everybody to understand that I'm holding this computer together. I've got a fucking 62-year-old laptop, I believe, and it really does not mute out people. It's took me forever to get these videos running on this stuff, as y'all seen. You hit a button, and 30 seconds later, it works. That's just all there are to it. So you're sitting there hitting it.
Hopefully Brandon will come over here.
Sherlock, get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Brandon, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand what's going on. I remember when it happened, just to be honest with you, I remember when it happened, and I was one of the first people who stood up to a lot of people for you. You remember that, right?
I hear you.
Okay. Did you hear me, brother?
We'd love to see if you've seen him.
Somehow I lost the thing.
It's just freaking. Okay.
Yeah, he's seen
No,
it.
wait, the phone. There's my phone because I went.
Okay.
Timbo messaged me.
So I remember when people.
He just saw it.
coming at you for all different angles and everything. I messaged you on Messenger and I told you, I said, look, man, I said, I think you remember I said you're innocent until proven guilty. That's one of the things I said to you.
Only if that was now it's not really like that. If you're guilty for proven innocent, and even when you're proven innocent, you got assholes like Dank that want to say, well, you should have told somebody. Man, I don't live my life like that. I don't give a damn what somebody does. I don't give a fuck.
Brandon said he's coming over here.
I don't live like that. That's not my life. So I cut ties with the girl. Well, leave me alone. Like she wouldn't leave me alone, so I cut ties with her, and I didn't want to get her in trouble, and I had no idea that you could be arrested for a fucking goddamn rumor.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing: you're not in.
Let me go in while we wait on.
And that's all some of these guys do.
Brandon, or while we wait on Brandon, I want to go into the studio and
everything to try to pick you apart. But if you don't know how to defend it,
and make sure.
And that's the thing.
I got it. I'm going to set it to subscribers only.
When people start,
we already had some idiot subscribers in here, or not idiot chatters in here earlier tonight.
And see, they're more
not subscribers. None of my subscribers are idiots.
People that's associated with that, and they're on these YouTubes.
No, I'm not trying to do the drama either. I'm just wanting to let Brandon speak without being interrupted.
Yeah, I don't like the guy I tell him. He's like, well, you should know, because I'm good with social media as in like helping people lose weight and stuff like that, but I don't know nothing about I didn't not until I got arrested anything about how the judicial system would you can go to jail for somebody simply saying that you did something that you didn't with zero proof. Like exactly. And then, like, it's not the cop's fault, but, like, them not caring that you could
outlaw trucker
ruin your fucking life forever.
Outlaw trucker.
What are you doing?
Outlaw trucker's been harassing me lately, too.
Tired of the heated. How you doing, Brandon?
Hello.
All right. I am going to explain something if Ernie doesn't mind.
Yeah.
Back in the mid-'80s, a lot of the children had respect for us as coaching baseball, basketball, all that. But when the news media turned it around, it made us all look bad. And when the kids sexual harassment on female trainers, but that's the reason why a lot of us don't want to train females because of that.
Yeah, I didn't know none of that. Like I'm not into none of that, and I go to work, I go to the gym, I train, and I train people. I give everybody.
You can come up here if you want to, Chaotic.
Doesn't understand anything. He's like, well,
hopefully when Brandon comes over,
the man
I'll let you up too.
Okay, all right. So I believe that you're innocent, but you should have handled the situation.
Outlaw trucker's been harassing me, trying to pick a fight with me.
Like I should have handled.
I told him he wasn't significant enough for me to fight with. Go on.
How I am, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna not worry about it, and she wouldn't leave me alone. So I just, like I told her, I was like, look, I'm not gonna work with you no more because you won't leave me alone. And then next thing I know, I'm getting arrested. Okay, yes, I should have handled it better, but the point is that I didn't do anything that she said that I did, and the Dank is not understanding that. He's acting like I groomed her, and he's acting like I lied about this and lied about that. And he's talking about what receipt is he talking about? When the state troopers gave me my phone back, I didn't get a receipt. Like they just gave me the phone. That's it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But kind of calm down a little, Brandon. I understand there is a lot of misinformation out there on the public news sites and all that. I've been through it with a lot of them. I have helped trainers. I've helped coaches.
Outlaw trucker told me he's a world-class baseball coach. Won the national championship 6 times. I didn't know there was a national championship in baseball, but maybe there is. Maybe that's who represents us in the World Series every year. I don't know.
Well, because I got to get my daughter up. I got to go talk to you both. So, Ernie, thank you for having me on.
Oh, anytime, brother. And everybody, you want to check out Brandon Bell. Check out Brandon Bell's page, the Almighty Bell.
Yeah, ALMIGHTYBELL. If anybody wants to check out my page, I do fitness. Me and my daughter every Friday we post Dragon Ball Super card openings, it's kind of a collaboration between fitness, MMA, and what me and my daughter do. And we do live streams on Saturdays. So
if for anyone wanting to get in any shape, in good shape, he does fitness programs, and they're pretty much.
Ernie's over there on his
I got
channel.
a certification in strength and conditioning through the International Sports and Science Association. You know, I do. I'm a guru at what I do. So if anybody wants to,
It rhymes. I'm a guru at what I do.
Thursday, where we have live cardio sessions every Thursday at 5:05.
So there you go. There you go. And check out some of these highlights.
Brandon picked a good time slot. Ernie won't go live at that time.
So, Ernie, thank you for having me on.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know you was going to be in the chat tonight, man. We was
I didn't know. I was on Jimbo's and I got off, and then they said, let's go check out Ernie's chat. And I was like, oh, okay. So I clicked over, and then I saw you were talking to asshole, and I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I seen you in chat, and you was like, "Is that the same guy?" And I'm not familiar with what even happened with that.
I agree with you. Chaotic. Ernie shouldn't have let it happen. I agree 100%.
His shit was so like laggy, and it was like cutting in and out, and you couldn't even hear my whole conversation that I was having. So.
Okay. Well,
Let's put it like this. Everybody in Ernie's chat, look, I'm sorry that I screamed. I'm sorry that I yelled, but you don't understand that Dank and a few others have just kind of rubbed my name in the mud. Okay. And there's the reason why there is the due process of the judicial system. And the judicial system, I presented all my evidence that says that I was innocent. And the court system said that I was innocent. And then Dank just trying to just rub my name in the mud after everybody else left me alone. So I just want to just be on YouTube, and me and my daughter have fun, open our Dragon Ball, help people with fitness.
Yeah, I can see you, Missy T.
That's all I want. I don't want any of this drama. Like I'm not about the drama. I stick to myself.
He really doesn't want drama.
You know what I mean?
Like he wants to build his brand.
If I offended anybody in chat, I apologize.
Lord, if anybody got offended by what Brandon Bell said,
why somebody like Dank who does not understand
after listening to Dank Williams talk for the last 3 hours.
He doesn't understand what it's like.
Hey, Arkansas.
Training, like even adults.
I'm afraid you're right. Eyes of the blue. I'm afraid you're right.
I have a girlfriend, I have a fiance. You know,
it's okay.
And the adults will hit on me, and I will tell them, like, look, if you cannot keep this professional, I cannot work with you. I was like, I have a daughter, I have a son, I have a family. You know, I have a fiance that I'm getting ready. Like, you know, like I do not like if you can't keep this professional. And I've had to cut all kinds of girls and guys. I do not discriminate. I will train. If you're gay, I'll train you. And then the number one thing I tell them is, like, look, we keep this professional. I don't care your preference in the gender. If you like guys, okay. If you're a girl and you like girls, okay. That does not affect me, though. All I do is helping you get in shape. You getting your ideal weight or your ideal strength, you know. And I've had to cut guys too. Like, you know, I've trained a few dudes, and then they kept hitting on me. I'm like, look, I don't want to have to let you go. I'm sorry. This. I said, but you can't keep it professional.
That's right, Annie Pats. We're all a little bit upset. Like, we're all friends of Ernie's here too, and like Ernie just don't realize it.
So I mean, this is how the business is, and I'm happy with my family. I've been with this August made 5 years. I've been with my current fiance, and you know, my daughter's 7. I've had sole custody of my daughter since she was 1. I've had her by myself since she was 6 months old. Her mother ran out.
Brandon's allowed to talk now, for the most part.
Mommy stopped coming around. I haven't seen her mommy in like 4 years. So I just do the best I can. And then when stuff like this happens, which had happened a long time ago, and then it you know, I live in a small town, and like everybody like knows the fact that what happened, that I'm innocent and everything. And then when I came on YouTube, it was just a big hiatus where
end up getting all the posts. You just had to ask the creators.
I sent all the information to WYMT and to Bloody Elbow, and I told them, I was like, look, these posts that people don't understand. And then this stuff pops up, and then so I sent all the paperwork that I have bloody elbow in WYMT, and they apologized for not taking it down. And what they did was they took the post down. So now, if you go to it, you click on it, it says error 404 or something like that.
I know how you feel, Leslie. I'm right there with you, 100%.
About my brother, because it got so damn hostile, man. It was crazy the way they done it.
So yeah, but I mean, Dank is just Dank is just an asshole that wants to just fucking goddamn talk about shit that he wouldn't know nothing about. Like, okay, he doesn't have Snapchat, but he doesn't understand that everybody uses Snapchat. Like I know grown ass men and grown ass women that snap me, my clients that snap me on Snapchat. You know, like they're in their 30s. I'm 38. They're in their 30s. They're in their 40s.
Well, see,
Hey, glamorous life.
like I said, where people look into child trafficking.
I'm sorry you don't feel well.
Every app, every social media app, Facebook Messenger used to be 57% until they upgraded their security systems.
Yeah,
Snapchat
Betty
was one of the
Washam
biggest ones. And
stole
then
that story
it
and
was huge.
used it
But
like
you
she
have to-
plagiarized it on YouTube, and
Any
then
app can be
the
accessible.
wonderful investigator that Dank Williams is, he busted Betty Washam for being a
All I know is that
child porn watcher.
I said I had a bunch of conversations with her on Snapchat, and then I said, but they're not on there no more. And he said no. He said, Mr. Bell, I said, when we send it to forensics, they have an app in a system where they can pull up every conversation you had with her. And I said, okay. I willingly gave him he said, can we have your phone? I said, yes. I unlocked the phone. They put it in airplane mode. And then they asked me my social media passwords. I wrote all of them down. And then I sent it to them. They sent everything to forensics, and they went through every conversation.
Thank you, honey.
There's zero chance
It was 69 degrees.
Did you say you don't take one?
Not had a conversation.
Did it say take one?
I don't know. I just figured out that's all you needed. That's all I ever took.
Okay.
Like, I
I don't know.
understand him coming and saying, well, we should handle the situation better.
Oh, this will dissolve on your tongue, don't it?
Yeah, it will knock you
Don't act
out.
like
Like,
I did something and I got, and then
So
I'm
funny.
mad because something
They
happened.
did me. They made me
Act
go
like I
bad.
did something that I didn't do. He's not. I mean, if he's just trying to say, okay, Brandon, you're training this girl. She hit on you. You should have handled the situation better. Okay, there's a difference in that and him saying, well, you just got caught. I didn't get caught doing anything because I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. I did nothing wrong. The only thing that I did wrong was not give a shit. And I should have, but that's just not how I live my life. I don't care about what Joe Schmo does. I don't care who's having sex with who's.
Yeah, he did say something about Stony Stone. I think that was brought up to him, though.
Damn about none of that. I don't care.
It's like if it and I know how people are. If it don't affect them, it ain't affecting their life.
I was not aware.
Yeah, she didn't feel good. She said she was chilling and freezing right now, so
but I've never got to where
turn the heat on.
I
It is a little chilly in here, though.
Somebody could accuse you.
She actually just brought me a Zofran because I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Go to jail. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. Like, I
Yes,
was
automatically.
Like, I didn't know.
Oh, outlaw trucker over there.
How am I supposed to know that? I'm not into all this.
This guy.
Like everything that y'all talk, like all the child and predator stuff, all the child predator stuff that you all talk about. I don't know that you might be speaking, rocket science. I don't know none of that. I'm a simple boy.
And that's what I was trying to explain. You don't know none of that. You don't know how it works on that, and there's certain things that people. And people are wrong by that because they try to take out of proportion. They try to take anything they see on the internet and run with it.
Yeah, let me see what the temperature is out here.
First. You got to check.
It's not, like it's been getting cooler at night. It's just 64 out there. It's going to get down to 60 tonight. I love that weather. I know. I wish you'd come on. I'm telling we got people waiting on you over here, buddy.
You didn't know nothing about it because,
They're like, you're probably part of that. And I don't watch the news. So
you thought summer was you actually thought it was a season. You thought she was a season. I remember you thought, what is summer? Did I do summer? Something like that.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell, I don't know. I mean, that's just, I don't watch the news. We pay for the apps, right? I got YouTube and all that. Like, we don't watch mainstream movie stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, set up an example.
But I gotta get
Go ahead,
get up here. Thanks for having me on. Look,
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
If Dank was just trying to say I should have handled the situation better, Okay, he has a point there.
No, he wasn't trying to say that. He was trying to pick a fight.
And guess what?
Yeah, chaotic. I do. Come on up. I pinned a link to the top. If you guys are, I keep saying if you guys are watching in YouTube, what else would you be watching in, right? I did pin the link to the top.
But if he's trying to say that I actually did something with this girl, he's 100%.
Dank is obsessed with Betty Washington, for real. What is it? Dank?
Just taste.
Is that strawberry?
Yes, just
Have
taste.
it.
Respect the no true bill, and then questions the no
Why do you
true
do that
bill.
way?
That is hypocritical. You know what I mean? That's like saying
Everybody
we fund the police,
Mm.
but when something happens,
About
let's
2
call the
boxes,
police.
that's all they had of
You
them.
can't do that. You know what I
That's
mean?
what a lot of
Wanna
these,
say hi?
a lot of these people
You
do.
don't battle that line. Be on one side or the other. If you support
Mom
the
C
no
wanted to
true
say
bill,
hi.
don't bring it up.
You squat down. You look sleepy.
See, that's the whole point.
Huh?
He's trying to act like I have a shit ton of money. I'm not poor by no means. But
Brandon's
I
not here
am
yet. He's
by
over
no
there on
means.
Ernie's channel
And
Well,
I'm
talking.
they see-
Hi, everybody.
See how thrilled she is.
I'm going to go eat my new strawberry milkshake,
Maddie together, we make about $8,000
Frosty Flakes.
together, our combined income. So we're not poor, but we're not rich.
Right, exactly.
Like I drive a BMW. I drive a
Ernie.
nice 2017 BMW.
Ernie let
that I
that Dank Williams guy talk trash about him the whole time he was on there.
$17,600 cash. I had to pay
Chaotic. Let me mute out Ernie and Brandon. Brandon said he's coming over here. Ernie, every time Brandon said he had to go, Ernie kept talking. So I'm here now.
Oh my. Ugh. I'm just gonna apologize now for anyone I may piss off.
You getting ready to say some bad words, aren't you?
Probably that too.
Do I need to post my prayer first?
Look, they're all three kind of acting like children. Like
Three.
Brandon the least, yes, but he's allowing this to continue.
Oh,
Like,
you talking about
saying
Ernie and
over there.
Dank too? Yeah.
Like, Dank pissed me off because I've been trying to give him a chance to like tell his side of things, but you can't be one-sided. If you want to hear other people's stories and you want people to hear your stories, it has to be a two-way street. You can't just go on the attack after you threw fits about you being attacked. And Ernie
Yep.
needs to quit escalating the drama and go to bed.
Yeah, Ernie. It was at least 8:00 when he started. At least 8:00.
Yeah, it was early.
Because I was like, man, Ernie's on, and I'm got my live schedule for. I think it was for the first one was either 9:05 or maybe I was later today because it was the ball game 9:30. But either way, I knew Ernie was going to run over, and I was like, I wanted to set it back to 10:05, and then 10:30, and then 11. 11:30, 11:45.
Yeah.
11:45. I was like, let's go ahead and go live and just let people.
It's
Yeah.
probably a good thing Ernie didn't let me up, although that just pissed me off more. Because I would have went in yelling at all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. If Ernie knew you were going to yell and scream, though, he would have let you in there.
Maybe I should have commented in the back like everybody else was that was trying to get in there.
Yeah, you should have said, let me at the MMFers, Ernie. I'm going to burn it up right now. He would let you in there. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I know Ernie.
Jesus. And then, like, I will say this. The first part of Ernie going live with Dank was funny because as soon as they started to play the video, Betty left. Which, given her story is made up, but I think it fully proves the point of she's a liar and she makes up elaborate stories to get attention and make her seem like she's important when she's really no one. I think Ernie should have just like let Dank say his piece, show whatever, and then end the live.
Yeah. I'm so much that eats at me over this.
Because quite frankly, I was happy that those two were done arguing.
Ernie and Dank.
Yes.
Yeah. And Dank's hated on me for months, all because I was associated with that scumbag Ernie. Like, I had to be a POS if I knew the Shell Boys. Really? And
See, I don't even know how they ended up like making peace, but I was glad to see it. But I do know when I was supposed to do the show with Dank, I told him flat out, I was like, you won't like some of the people I have on panel, but you're going to respect them. And he agreed to it. Like, he knew full on going into it that if he started getting rude or anything, that I was going to drop him. Like,
yeah, you know, Betty has no. She don't tell the truth about anything. Like when we talk about receipts, she don't have any receipts on anything.
mm-mm.
She yells and screams, MFer, MFer, you MFer this, you effing that, you MFer that, you MFer. Like, that don't make it true. Just because you can yell MFer louder than I can, don't make anything that you say true.
Well, she hasn't been in a yelling contest with me yet. And don't think I wasn't trying to get her to notice me in Ernie's chat earlier, because I most certainly was. I literally, in all caps, was like, trash just entered the building.
Oh, really? When Betty was in there, I was in there shaving my head and prettying up. So I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but I was listening. Receipt she copies and pastes. That's right, Arkansas. Like, this dude that's over there with him now is this outlaw trucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I struck his channel for playing my content. Like, he just played my content. Like me. Not a video I uploaded. Me. Just played my live stream. Didn't comment, didn't put any words on the screen. So I struck his channel. And he sent what is it when they he
Countered it.
There you go. There's my brain fog. He countered it. And in his counter complaint, he's like, this is my content. Like, huh? He said, Jimbo is just an internet bully. He's been bullying me for years. I've been on YouTube since January 13th. I don't even know Outlaw Trucker.
I've been trying to figure out who it is because his name keeps coming up in different chats.
He's an idiot. Brandon, the link is on the top of the page. I don't know if can you see that from the phone?
Yeah.
If he's on his phone, you can.
Yeah.
The links, I got it pinned in the top of the chat. Yeah, that outlaw trucker guy, man. Like, and he thinks he's gonna get a fight out of me.
What's kind of like? I mean, it's like Graz.
Yeah, I'm not giving those dudes any subscribers by fighting with them. They can get their subscribers on their own. You know.
Because the one video that was it the first one he put up about you? I think the first one, yeah. So the first one, Graz brought up Brandon too, and then the second one was you and Griff. That's what it was.
I don't see you, Brandon. I see I brought you up, but
you don't.
You're outside the darkness.
Yeah, yeah. Can y'all see me now? Well,
no.
Can you hear?
What'd you do, John Cena? Can you see me now? We can hear you. We can hear you.
I had to come outside because of the fact that
it's
Maddie,
2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. They all, my daughter has school. Maddie has to go. She's a teacher. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it, brother. I get it.
I like I said, I went over to Ernie's page and I saw that Dank asshole over there, and I was like, and then Dank said, "Come on," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I shouldn't have even dropped the link, but Ernie did right after I did anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Like, I was like, well, give me a link. And then I got on there, and then, like, the man doesn't even let nobody talk. He wants to talk over you. So, like, I never wanted to punch somebody more in my entire life. Like, other than Ben Sargent, which I got to punch him. So, him and I, like, he talked all kinds of shit. But I was thinking, you're going to sign that contract. and we're gonna meet in the cage.
Yeah. Dank won't never meet you.
Oh, I know
That's-
that.
He's one of these internet guys who thinks he's some kind of investigator. And he like his channel is about some good, he does some good things, but like he really is obsessed with Betty, and Betty she's not a good person. But Dank,
I don't got no look. Me and Betty get along fine.
I don't know. That's
that
eventually
needs
going
to
to
stop.
change. That will eventually change. Eventually, she will.
I got no problem with her. We had our disagreement at first, and then we have no problem since.
She'll circle back.
You will. Mark my words right here, right now. Mark it down. You will.
I don't see how. I don't post any, like, I don't do drama on my page.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Eventually, she's going to say when she thinks she can get subscribers by attacking Brandon Bell and saying he did this or he did that or he said this or he said that, she will.
Well, I'll give her a bit.
Don't take my word for it. Just wait for it. It's coming.
That's how I am as a person. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say anything bad about her because she hasn't done nothing to me. So
I know. I could circle back. I could scroll through my phone and give you a screenshot.
No, we're good.
No, I'm talking about where I typed out the same message to Ernie. Like, what are you doing with Betty Washington, bro? She is eventually going to throw you under the bus.
Well,
and
yeah,
she did.
I get that you and Betty had a falling out, or like
not really.
Well,
I never was friends with Betty.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, at one point, you all were associated. Let's put it like that. No,
Ernie was. I never was.
I'm new to all this. Like, I don't even know. I just wish people would just leave me alone. Like, let me just look. If you have, like, if Dank was like, hey, help me, I would help the man. Like, if he's like, hey, help me lose weight, I would help him. I'm at this age now. When I was in my 20s, I would literally just punch you in the face for just looking at me wrong. Okay.
Me too.
I was a very angry young man. I was very angry all the time. And I don't even know why I was angry all the time. I was pissed off for no reason. I just wanted to fight people, but I'm at this age now. I'll be 38 this year. I have kids. I just want to grow my brand, pay my bills, and provide for my family. That's all I want. Like, I don't want no drama. I want to work out. I want to help people. I want to help people with their success in their life. I want to help people do better with everything and just drama free. And I just thought it was okay because, look, I've had no drama in 2 weeks besides Dank. Like, Jamie said whatever, and then he apologized to everybody, and I said, okay, me and Jamie are cool. I don't hold grudges. I'm too old to hold a grudge. Fuck that. Fuck holding a grudge. You know what I mean? If you say, if you're like, hey, and now Jamie's doing his thing, good for him. I'm glad that he is doing whatever. I tell you what, though, all those people that were Jamie's friends, as soon as he started being friends with Jimbo again, they sure the fuck did turn on him super fast. Like, I was like, dang. It was like whiplash. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. That was fast because I know that I remember watching some of his stuff, and then I do watch raps and Nicolina's stuff every once in a while. And they just went from being like, hey, Jamie in his chat, to good job, we're proud of you, we love you, to calling Jamie a child. Like, how do you how is it 7 days ago you were saying that, hey, we're proud of you, we're I'm glad, we're with you, and then 7 days later you're calling him a predator? Like, I just don't understand. It was
the same way with me before I fist bumped Ernie. I gave Ernie the old fist bump like this online one day.
Yeah.
It all changed like that, buddy.
That's crazy. Like, I just don't understand. It's like high school. It's grown ass people acting like they're still in fucking high school. Damn. Like, grow up. Like, and I'm not saying that, like, look, to each their own. Look, they don't bother me no more. I don't care. Like, this is just as an association, as in using it as an example. You know what I mean? But this Dank Williams not understanding anything. Like, if he look, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I should have handled the situation better because it was the first time I ever been put in that situation. because when, let's say, like when I was fighting in Jimbo's show, I started to get more and more popular, and I started selling like a shit ton of tickets. And then I was on this big ass fight win streak, you know what I mean? Like, and I was doing good. And then all of a sudden, these people were on my bandwagon, and they're fast to jump off the bandwagon and tip that motherfucker over. I tell you that, like, it's this craziness. And then all of a sudden, all this is happening, and it was a life lesson to me to know that my circle is non-existent now. It might be the size of a dot.
The thing is, man, people that, and listen, we're talking about similar things. Like when I was running MMA and I was making money hand over fist,
yeah,
I had hundreds of people. I'll do anything for you, brother. Anything you need, brother. I'm here for you, brother. But then when I'm not running MMA and things get bad, then you turn around for help, and who's there? Nobody. Like, very few. And that's when when you're at your worst, that's when you know who's real.
That's when you know who the real people who got you back. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Now I even understand, like, Ian. So Ian Lawler, man, he's such he runs Somerset Combat Academy.
I know Ian well.
Yeah, Ian is the most genuine person I've ever met. So when I got arrested, he called me. He said, I need to talk to you. And then we talked. He said, did you do it? I said, no, I promise you. He said, on your honor, yes. He said, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, because you're like a brother to me. And he said, but if you did it, he said, I don't ever want to talk to you again, which is understandable. I understand it, because I understand. I have a daughter. I would not want that to happen to my daughter. Okay, that's very understandable. Then now, he's like a brother to me. His facility is what I call home. You know what I mean?
I think highly of Ian Lawler. And I had it out with a very prominent karate instructor and trainer here in my town over Ian Lawler. But the difference between me and Ian Lawler, when I heard what you was accused of, I looked at them and I said, no way.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I didn't have to ask you.
Well, what it was is Ian has a business to protect, and I understand. Like, he's like, he had to ask me. Yeah, well, I know that, but I mean, I know you did too, but he had to ask me, because that's just the type of person he is. You know what I mean? Like, he's outgo, like, he wanted to make sure, and then he believed me though. Like, he's like, I believe you. He said, but I had to ask. Now, like, when I was working out at Odie's gym and I got arrested, like, Odie Carroll, Odie's like, did you do it? No, I didn't. He said, okay. He said, I have to ask. I was like, okay, I understand that, because Jimbo's the only person that didn't ask me. I told him, I said, I didn't do it. He said, okay. Jimbo was also the very first person I told. The very first. I messaged him. I was like, look, this is what's happening, blah, blah, blah. The very first person I told. Before, I didn't even tell my mama. I told Jimbo. So so I hadn't even told my mom. I didn't even tell my mom until the state troopers pulled up at her house to pick me up. She was like, what are they doing? I said, oh, this is what's happening. Well, because she's sick, like, my mom and my stepdad were sick, and I was trying. No, I wouldn't
have wanted to tell them either. I mean, you hope it's going to go away because you didn't do anything. But like you said, like you talked about, you don't have to do anything. All you got to be is accused of doing something.
Yep, and I just don't understand how the law works like that. It's like when I got arrested, and they were like, and then I was in court, and Allred was my attorney, and he was like, what evidence do you have against my client? And Trooper Wagner literally just picked up and said, we have her statement. And my mouth dropped. I was like, y'all arrested me based on that? And Trooper Wagner had told me that all they had was her statement when he first arrested me. But I thought maybe he was just, he's fucking with me, because I've watched all these TV shows where the cops, they lie, try to get you to admit something, and
they slick.
And he wasn't fucking around. They only had her statement. Like, I was like, y'all arrested me, and y'all literally, y'all probably ruined my life because a teenager had a crush.
Yeah,
that is craziness.
Yeah. Listen, I knew, she grappled on our shows.
Yes, I
times.
know. And I was there.
And,
I was, you know.
and I'm pretty sure that she's related to Timmy, right?
No, she was related to Timmy's girlfriend.
Okay.
Well, his
I thought they were married.
his baby mama.
Okay. Well, that's where I got that from. So, but
Yeah.
I know, I knew who it was. When you told me about it, I was like, and I'm not shaming that girl, but
No, I mean,
I'm thinking here's what I'm thinking. It's a little girl, which she was a big little girl, but why would Brandon looks like this, and you got a teenager who looks like that, and if he's going to do something to destroy his life, is he going to do it with that? I mean, it just none of it made any sense at any time ever.
Well, because like Timmy was my prodigy. Like I trained.
I know.
I mean, I was friends with her family. I'd never been alone with that girl ever. Never ever had we ever been just her and I ever in any spot. And I was like, how is this possible for y'all to arrest me in like this? And man, and then they took like I said, Child Protective Services come and took my daughter. I had never been away from her, and then they put an EPO on me, an emergency protection order against me. So my daughter went to stay with her grandmother on Amanda's side, right? I lived next door to her, and they said I couldn't be within 500 feet of my daughter. So that means I couldn't even go home for 10 days. I got out of jail, and I couldn't even go home because Sophie was staying at Jennifer's, and I literally lived 75 feet from Jennifer's. That means I couldn't go home. I couldn't even go home to get clothes. I had to send my brother to my trailer where I was living at the time, to my trailer to get me a week's worth of clothes because I couldn't go home. Like, it was ridiculous. And then it was 60 days or something like that of just on the normal, well, crap. I've lost. Okay.
No, you're here. You're good.
Okay. Coming by on normal occasions, and like they'd sit down, they would talk to us, and it wasn't just that. I wasn't allowed to be alone with my son. And then it's embarrassing because when we went to court, the CPS sat down with my son's mom and was like, and I was like, what do they even ask you? I was like, and they're asking me all kinds of questions. Like, have you ever been inappropriate with Raymond? Have I ever thought that you was inappropriate with Raymond? I was like, dang. People don't understand what I had to go through.
Listen, let me ask you a question. I know, like, you fought some monsters in the cage, like that.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, when that door locks, they're coming to try to hurt you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Was not knowing when you were arrested and not knowing if this false allegation was going to cost you.
Dude,
was that the most fear you've ever had?
Yeah, dude. The whole time, listen to this. So I get arrested the same day. I get arrested no, it was the next day. Okay. It was the next day. So they arrest me. And then they sent me in this little like holding area. I don't know. Like, I wasn't allowed to go into I had to go in this other holding area for so long. I don't know why they put you in there. And then I got put into like a place where there's other people with bunk beds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
population, Gen Pop.
I guess whatever. Yeah. I don't know. But so I had already signed some paperwork because I was like, okay. And then I signed some paperwork for Trooper Wagner to give to my mother. That way, Sophie could stay at my mom's. Okay. Next thing I know, I'm on the phone with mom, and the sheriff's knocking on the door, and they come and take my daughter from my mother. And I'm like, okay, what the hell, and they show her the paperwork, and Amanda, which is Sophie's mom, had went to get an EPO out on me. And granted, we hadn't seen Amanda in a year. I hadn't seen Amanda in a year. Like, we hadn't seen, she hadn't been by to see Sophie or nothing. She hadn't been by to see Sophie or nothing. They had no contact with her, not a phone call. They come in, so I'm on the phone, and I'm like, put me on speaker. She puts me on speaker, and I'm talking to Amanda. I'm like, look, I would never do anything to hurt our daughter. Why are you doing this? She said, how's it feel to have your daughter taken from you? She's salty because I got sole custody of Sophie. but maybe she could have got custody if she would have passed the drug test, or maybe if she would have even showed up to court. We went to the preliminary hearing or whatever. She didn't show up. We went before Karen Davenport, I think that's her name.
Yep.
She didn't show up. Karen rescheduled it, and guess what? Amanda didn't show up again. And so Karen gave me full custody, sole custody, and she wanted to give Amanda like every other weekend or once a month. And I told her, I said, no, I want to give her 3 days a week. If she wants to come, I don't want to take our daughter from her. I just want to make sure our daughter is safe, because Amanda's really bad on drugs at the time. And I don't know if she is or not now, because we hadn't seen her in 4 years. You know what I mean? So when they took my daughter, and I was like, man, and it was the most awful feeling in the world. Like, it was like I cried for 3 days. Like, I was in there for 9 days. I cried for 3 days. I didn't eat for 4. You know, I'd never been away from my daughter ever. Never. You know, let's put it like this. When we would have fights in Corbin, I would drive into Corbin and I would weigh in. I would drive back to home, and then I would drive back to Corbin for the fights at the venue. You know, like I never stayed away from her.
Saved me a lot of money on hotel rooms.
So, but it was just awful that you know, like, people don't understand that feeling, like, to know that, hey, I didn't do nothing wrong, and my life just got blew up with a nuclear missile here, and and I'm wow, and I'm new to all this, and I'm talking to Allred. I'm like, how can they do this? And he's like, this is how it's done. This is how and I was like, so, you know, and I was like, so when I got out, he was like, look, don't have no contact with people. I changed all my stuff to private. And then, you know, old girl tries to add me on social media on 3 different occasions. And I'm like, you know, and I'm screenshotting it and sending it to Allred, and be like, you know, and then it was just a bunch of, it was a headache. And I was glad to get it over with. I was like, man, I'm glad this is over with. Everything, you know, in a small town, I've gotten about 60 fights, you know, so many people try to fight me. And so, but I didn't fight nobody. And because I understood their frustration between everything. But now that everything was over, and then I come on YouTube, and then people start Googling me and not understanding how things work. And then if Dank wants to say that I should, like I said, if he wants to say, Brandon, you should have handled the situation differently, he's right. I ain't not going to sit there and, like, I'm a man. Look, I should have handled it differently. I should have not said, well, you know, I don't want to get this girl in trouble, and I don't care what she does, you know, because she's not doing it with me. Because I wasn't aware that even though she's not doing anything with me, all she needs to do is just say she is, and then I would be getting arrested. I would be getting, you know, like, pretty much you get in trouble for something you didn't do. Yeah. And so I should have handled the situation differently. I should have, when it first happened, I should have called her mom. Okay. Now that it has happened, I've had it happen to me a few times. I've had a few teenagers be like, hey, and Dank is right. First thing I do is I tell their mommy. And then now and then they call me a rat. And you call me a rat all you want.
Well, you might call you a rat.
You call me a rat all you want. I'm not ever going back to jail.
I almost guarantee you, because I don't look like you, and I still get the same kind of things from time to time. You know, that I don't know what they call it. People, you know, like in authority positions, like a teacher, or you know, I get the same kind of thing. And when you tell them, you know, the mom usually says is, "Oh, ain't that cute? It's just a crush." You know, like, well, I told you, so keep it away from me. Figure out when practice is over.
Yeah, that's what, dude, you get that. I get that. So, like, I tell the mom and be like, "Well, you know how teenage girls are," and I'm like,
exactly.
And then I have to tell, like, this one mom. So I was working with this girl for about 4 months, right? And so she keeps saying, "Hey, you want to hang out? Hey, you want to hang out?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to hang out. No, I don't want to hang out." You know what I mean? Right. No, I don't. You know. So I tell her mom, and I'm like, "Look." I'm like, you know, she keeps asking me to hang out. She's like, at the gym. I'm like, no, not at the gym. Like, hang out, like, personally. And I was like, look, if you cannot tell her to stop, I'm going to have to cut her loose. And I was like, I don't want to know. And she's like, oh, you know how teenage girls are. And I'm like, listen, honey, I literally went to jail and almost had my life destroyed and my career destroyed because of how teenage girls are. And I was like, this is why I'm telling you. And some parents don't care. They brush it off like it's cute. It isn't
Yeah.
cute. It isn't cute when
So many
like,
don't care, man.
They don't know. You know why? You know why they don't? They think it's cute because they haven't had somebody. They haven't been arrested in front of your daughter and in front of their family, and they haven't had their name dragged through the mud, and they haven't had their life destroyed and upside down, and like they haven't had none of this. So they think it's cute. It's not cute. It's serious. Now, back in the day, back when I used to think it was, I used to laugh it off, be like, ha, ha, ha. Now I don't. Now this shit's serious to me because I don't ever want it to happen again.
Right.
And it's not even that. It's like I told them. I said it had grown women. Like I'd be working with them and they hit on me and I'm like, hey, I got an old lady. Can't do that. You know what I mean? And then, I gotta say, hey, I can't work with you no more because you can't keep it professional. And I ain't gonna lie, I train people no matter if they're gay or straight. So. Gay guys, I've trained them. I don't give a damn. Money's money. Uncle Sam and the big people who you pay your bills to do not give a damn if you don't like people who are gay. I have no, you know what I mean?
That shirt that you got that says I'm not gay, but $20 is $20 is the truth.
But like I said, like I have two really good friends that are gay, and they, you know what, we're really good friends, and I talk to them all the time. And
I've got gay friends.
They have never hit on me. They know the rules. Look, hey, because
the rules.
If you're gay, you can be gay. You can be the coolest motherfucker in the world. Because Willie, one of my gay friends, Willie, he's probably the funniest motherfucker I've ever encountered. Right? He is hilarious, and he's married. Him and his husband are very happy. And then but you have the other ones that are the other gay guys that want to always constantly ask you for a picture of whatever this, and then and then it makes you feel like look. You ever hear those girls talk about these creepy dudes that are always asking them for nudes and sending them, like pictures of their willy and stuff? I said, this is vice versa with you, though. I was like, you're being creepy right now, dude. Like, don't. Don't ask me for pictures. Don't, they're like this one guy is always messaging me and being like, will you send me a picture with your shirt off? Dude, go to my Facebook. I have 1,000 pictures with my shirt off. Okay. I'm not sending.
But it's not from you. That's not personal.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's not getting a personal picture. That's the whole point. But there's guys like that, and there's also girls like that. Like Maddie's went through my DMs before and be like, I didn't know girls talk like that. And I'm like, why? Because they're girls. I was like, hey, honey, like girls want to, they want to get laid too. It just, like she go through my DM and like. One girl said something about she wanted me to work out, build up a sweat, and then lick the sweat off me. And Maddie was like, "That's disgusting." I said, "I know. It makes no sense to me."
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I know the answer. You've answered it a million times, but this person doesn't know the answer.
What?
So I'll let you officially answer it. One simple question, Brandon. I believe you. Teenagers can be liars, easily to harm or for stupidity.
Okay.
I think I heard Dank saying you slept with her. Is that true?
No. That's that what? Okay.
Oh, okay.
He popped off here. What happened?
I don't know. When he comes back, I'm gonna jump down though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let him answer officially, but Brandon never slept with that girl. He never showed her any kind of like intimate affection at all. No, it's not true. And I don't think Dank said that, did he?
I don't know.
He insinuated it maybe. He came back with 100% true bill. I'll give you that. But then, why did you do this? Why did you do that? But yeah. It's 100% untrue. Yeah. I mean, like he said, they took his, that reminds me, I want to explain to Brandon what receipts mean on YouTube. Because he says they didn't give him a receipt when he got his phone back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he understands what they're saying there. As far as You know, like it's not like a Walmart. Here we go.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jimbo.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Okay, I don't know why I lost it. I think it's because okay, so I looked at the comment. Okay, dark to light. So this is what happened. I'm going to explain it to you. This girl had hit on me a few times, and then I should have told her mom, but I didn't because I didn't want to get her in trouble. So then she told me she slept with some grown men before. Okay, and I told her, I said, well, that's not me. I'm not going to do that. So because I didn't say nothing because it's none of my business what that girl does. I'm not.
Well, she was saying that to try to get you to say, well, if
Yeah.
you slept with them, it's okay with me.
Yeah. So, so that's what I told her was, look, I don't, and I no, I'm not like that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you shouldn't, and blah blah blah. Right. So, I didn't tell her mom because it's none of my business what she does. I don't like if she's going out here doing whatever. It's none of my business. I don't worry about what other people do. Okay. So she one time, okay, so she was with her friend scrolling through Facebook. Her friend saw a picture of me, said I was hot, and then Lauren said, "Oh, I done effed him," like just trying to brag. Then that girl's mom heard and told Angie, and then Angie confronted Lauren about it, and then that's how I got arrested. This whole scenario. So, and like she's telling the cops that she's like, oh, I had sex with Brandon in January. Not she's saying I had sex with Brandon in June and July, and then they ended up getting a warrant in January, and then arresting me on February 2nd, I think. I don't know how warrants work. I don't understand the whole, like, all I know is that Triple Wagner said they took her to some kind of psychiatrist, and they talked to her, and then they got a warrant, and next thing I know, I'm getting arrested. And I had heard a rumor about it because Samantha had told me, it was like, hey, there's a rumor going around you slept with Lauren. Well, so I told her, I was like, hey, well, I'm not worrying about the rumor because you can't go to jail for rumors. I was wrong. You can go to jail for rumors. Oh, I should have squashed it like a long time ago. And Dank is right. I should have handled the situation differently. Okay. I should have, instead of saying, well, I don't give a damn because, it's a lie, instead of me saying, well, just leave me alone, and me just telling her that, hey, we can't. I told her, I was like, look, since you keep hitting on me, we cannot work together no more. Okay. So I hadn't even talked to the girl. I hadn't talked to the girl in like 5 or 6 months before I got arrested. That's what I try to say. It's like if I got arrested in February and she's saying she told the cops we had sex in June and July, like that's craziness. Like I I've never been in trouble with the law like that, other than getting arrested for fighting, which like I said,
Yeah,
I was
different. It's different. That's different. Yeah.
I was a very angry person. So what Dank's trying to say, he's back and forth. He's saying that I should have told her parents, I should have handled it differently. If he's trying to say that, he's right. I should have handled it differently. I should have told her. Okay, he ain't lying there. But what he's trying to say is I didn't tell her because I did what she said. That's another thing he's trying to say.
Yeah, he did say you were hiding stuff.
He said, why? He said, you're hiding it from her mom. I wasn't hiding it from her mom. Because I didn't tell her mom it's hiding it. No, I didn't tell her mom because it's none of my business who she sleeps with. If she wants to sleep with a 50-year-old, that's none of my business. Now, and he's saying, well, how would you feel? Because you have a daughter. Number one, my daughter I would keep tabs on my daughter. I wouldn't be letting her out party. Like the fact that she told me that she had sex with multiple grown men at that age, which is telling me that mommy's not taking care of her. Like mommy's obviously not watching what she's doing.
True. And it may not have done you no good, to tell mom if she's allowing that to go on, right?
It's just craziness. Like I don't understand the whole situation. I just don't understand why people just like, look, there's a reason why there's due process, and Dank tried to say I had money is what it is. He's like, well, when you have money, you can take care of it.
Yeah, you're a big UFC fighter. He said you got all this.
Yeah, I know.
You should have said I was fighting for Jimbo back then, buddy. I didn't.
Damn, back then, yeah. Back then, I hadn't even made it to Bellator. I should have. I wasn't making enough money to pay somebody off. Like shit, I don't make enough money now to pay somebody off. Like I make I make enough money now to where me and my family, we're living comfortably. But
Good.
still yet I had to get a second job at Pizza Hut because I need more money. Like not
You
need
want more? Yeah, hey, you doing
yeah.
good. It ain't nobody's
That's what I
business how
said.
much money you make.
I don't have morning clients or anything on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I was like, shit. And like Maddie's like, Maddie's a school teacher. Okay. She makes $42,000 a year. And she went and got a second job at Pizza Hut because you can never, you can never have enough of it. You got to the savings and stuff.
Oh, the more you make, the more they take.
Yep. So that's what I mean. Is like, obviously Maddie doesn't have to work. She wants to. 2 days a week she works just that way we can have extra spending money. We bred our, Piper's pregnant. We're going to have double doodles, and that's just all money. It's an investment, return on investment. You know what I mean?
How big are those dogs going to be?
Not very big. Piper's they're both about 60 pounds.
60 pounds?
Yeah, they're not big. They're medium sized dogs.
Yeah.
So, like, I think Piper's about 4 feet tall on her hind legs. Not tall. Like they're not like now. There are large doodles that get big, but
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yeah.
So I think Maverick. No. Maverick weighs. Maverick's bigger than okay. He's not 60
You
pounds.
have a doodle named Maverick?
Yep. He's an Aussie doodle. He's an Aussie doodle.
One of my best friends here in Corbin has a big doodle named Maverick. It's an old
nice.
dog though. Yeah.
That's
weird. That's funny.
I know for a fact that Maverick weighs 46 pounds. So.
Oh, his is bigger than Maverick. Yeah, his is bigger than Maverick.
And I know Maverick's bigger than Piper, so Piper probably weighs about 40 pounds. Now I have a big Kern, half black lab, half Kern that's double the size, and he weighs 68 pounds. But he's way bigger than Maverick, but they're medium sized doodles, and like we got them both to breed them so we could have more income. You know what I mean? Like people are just stupid. I just don't understand.
Sugar Pie, I don't know if Ernie deleted it or not. It might still be processing. It was like 8 hours long. I'm just kidding. I was wanting to explain something to you because I know you don't understand what they're talking about. When Dank was like, "Where's your receipts?"
What's he talking about? What's a receipt?
Proof. Wants your proof. He wants you to prove to him that when they gave your phone back, that they gave you some kind of printout that had, what was found on it, what was not found on it.
They didn't do that.
Proof. I know they didn't do that.
Did they do that?
Now, if you had been guilty of something, your lawyer would have got a printout of what you were guilty of, and you would have dang well had that. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't nothing to show, so you don't have a receipt.
Oh, I didn't know what he was talking about.
On YouTube, receipts are proof, documentation.
Oh, well, all I know is I went to Post 10 I was like, hey, I need my phone. They gave me my phone. It had no other paperwork. All it had was a Post-it note that had my name on it on the phone.
Post-it note.
Yes, it said Brandon. It said Brandon Bell on it. That's all. It's little. It was in a baggie. Had a Post-it note that had my name on it. And that was it.
The fancy that Kentucky State Police is, ain't it?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
That's where they're putting all that hardware, tax money. Oh, little baggy Ziploc. Was it a Ziploc bag at least? Did it have a zipper on it?
It was in a Ziploc bag. So yeah. But and like they had my phone for 8 months. Like it was 8 months they had that motherfucker, and I kept calling them, and like I'm like, hey, am I ever gonna get my phone back? And they're like, well, it takes a while because there's only one forensics lab in the whole state. And I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense that it would take a while because there's one forensic lab and Kentucky's a big state, so I mean, man, they got to be handling all kinds of shit.
They do, yeah, and it's the only that crime lab there in Frankfurt. That's it. They handle everything.
You're good, Dark to Light. Look, it's a simple question. Like, ask me. Like, if people would just say, "Hey, look, I read this. What happened?" And then I tell them. And then them like, okay, There's a reason why the process, is done this way. But Dank is trying to say that he's trying to say that I was grooming. He kept saying grooming, and then even Ernie's like, "You're using that wrong," because, and people keep saying that. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, why is there sick people? There are sick people out in this world. I'm just glad. Like, I'm glad that I was fortunate enough to not know what that word meant until I joined the YouTube family. Like, I'm 38 years old. I didn't know what grooming meant. So if you ask me, like, there's no harm in asking me and saying, hey, I read this, can you explain it to me? Then I tell you, like, hey, what happened? And then I tell you that I'm innocent and it got dismissed. And then there's no harm in asking the question. There's harm in twisting the question around and trying to accuse somebody of doing something that you were accused of. And trying to say that the police got it wrong, because first he said something about I was hiding something from her mom, and I wasn't. I didn't tell her mom because it was none of my business what she did. What she did in her personal life had nothing to do with me. Okay. Number two, I didn't tell her mom because I didn't want to get her in trouble, because you know how people are.
Right. You saw her for what? An hour in a class?
I saw her
an hour a week?
For an hour and a half on Sundays, and only for like 3 months. And then, I stopped going to Timmy's because she made me feel uncomfortable. So I was like, Timmy, I'm not going to come to your place anymore. You know what I mean? So, but like, I understand the whole question, but Dank was trying to say that I hid something from her mom, that I was grooming her, whatever that meant. And then he turned around and said, well, if you have enough money, you can buy your way out of anything. He automatically assumed that I'm fucking rich. Yeah. Motherfucker, I wish I was rich. Okay.
You owe me a little money, Brandon.
I definitely wouldn't be working that second job at fucking goddamn Pizza Hut.
Well, you owe me a little money, Brandon.
Shit. Man, I ain't got money to be, you know what I mean? Shit. But, I'm
Chaotic wants me to warn you of a YouTuber named Graz. He's already starting to put you in some of his videos. He came at me sideways recently. He's a wife beater, woman beater who has fled the country to a country where they don't extradite.
He's talking about
and
me.
Now he's trying to be YouTube famous.
Well, I mean, good luck to YouTube famous with me, because I'm not famous. So,
what? You're a UFC fighter?
Yeah,
that's what Dank said.
So Graz, he's already put me in a video?
Yeah.
When
was it?
Was it? I mean,
it was recent. He posted 2 videos on me. You're probably in one of those videos is what it is.
Like, does he not understand the reason why you get this? Like, the court goes and they dismiss shit for a reason.
They don't care.
Like, they don't. Like,
they don't care.
See how people are.
Listen, it's like one of those things. Like, it was last night. It's whatever they can do. Like, they will literally clip you saying something and then cut out part of it to make it sound like you said something completely different.
Well,
that's the only part they'll play.
That's awful. Hope people don't do. I don't know. Well, I don't know why. It's like what. So
Sugar Pie, he's not a UFC fighter. He's an MMA fighter. He's fought in the biggest show in the world, other than the UFC.
Yeah, Bellator. Yep,
Bellator.
People don't understand. People who don't know it, like what it is people automatically they associate UFC with MMA, but what it is UFC is a promotion. So, like, it's MMA is the sport. So mixed martial arts is the sport. Just so happens that UFC is the biggest promotion in that sport. Just like the NFL, the National Football League. The NFL football is the sport, but the NFL is the promotion in which the professionals play.
Yeah, well, there's several professional football leagues.
Yeah, the Arena
NFL is the one we see.
Yeah. Arena football is one of them. So, it's just
Canadian Football League. Yeah, there's several. Yeah,
like it just so happens that the NFL is just the biggest league to play. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's different promotions for you know. So UFC is the NFL of MMA. So,
Oh, while we're talking a little bit about football, I'm gonna rub a little something in on you here, old buddy.
what?
I know you live right up our next door, so I went and watched one of my little 8th graders tonight, a little football beast. I
Okay.
watched him when he left. He had to go to the hospital and have his foot surgically removed from Harlan County's rear because they beat Harlan County tonight 36-0, baby.
Damn.
7th and 8th grade laid a smackdown on them. Knox Central. That's where my kids go at now. You know, my basketball kids.
They have to play. Harlan County plays Knox tomorrow, and they got a good running back.
They played them tonight. It was a doubleheader. Middle school was at 6, and then the homecoming was at right after that.
Tonight instead of tomorrow.
They played on Thursday night this week. Yep, just because it was that big doubleheader.
Did Knox beat the high school?
Let me check. They played at Union. It was at the big football field.
Yeah. I know
Knox Central field.
Hey,
I was more
good running back, but hey, Harlan County has a good running back. His name's Jordan, and
yeah. That now I didn't watch the high school game. I'm looking it up for you right quick.
Yeah.
But the middle school, whoever Harlan County's quarterback is, dude is way advanced over his receivers. Like he's got an arm, so he's going to be a stud, I'm sure. Of course, he had to throw it a lot because they were down so bad, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Harlan. Harlan beat Knox Central in high school. 45-18.
Damn. Hey, they have a kid. They have their running back this year, Jordan.
Yeah.
That kid's good. Like, he's fast. But he's not very big. He's like 5'5", but he's so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wow. So he's really good.
You remind me of my son. We got this little guy. Well, he ain't a little guy now. He's a freshman. He's actually going to EKU. He signed with UK and then ended up going to EKU.
Yeah.
But he's D1 football player.
Yeah.
He runs a 4.340.
Dang.
Yeah. Listen, Travion Longmire.
I've heard of him. I heard DeMarco talking about him.
Yeah, that's like he was basically raised here in my house, bro. Like he calls Thelma mom and calls me dad.
4'3"? That is
4'3", bro. Listen, my son is the same grade, James, and he's in the band. I think it was sophomore year or something. Trey ran a kickoff back and ran it, and when James got home, from the band, he's like, he came in the door and he said, "Dad, Travion is fast." I said, "I know it." Yeah, 4'3" is scooting, son. He can move. If Corbin would have gave him the football a little more, I'm gonna hush. You are reading the chat.
Whoever sugar pie honey bun.
Sugar pie honey bun.
Yeah, I've done that. She's saying I should. I've told this story.
Sugar pie, did you kick Brandon? What were you saying, Sugar Pie? Let's see. He must be behind in chat. Brandon, they don't care. They want to sound as bad as they can make it. It sounds confusing. Part 2. Good night, Alicia. We kept you up late, didn't we? There he is.
What happens is I'm reading the comments, and then somehow I keep going to my YouTube, and when I do that, it kicks me off. But anyways, Sugar Pie, I've told this story on Jimbo's thing. Like, this is like the umpteenth time, and it seems like all these trolls come out of the woodworks, man. I guess they have nothing better else. Like, look. they have nothing better else to do with their life. You try just try to just come up with this is not even new. Like I've told the story 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And like Dank is just doesn't like he didn't understand, and he knows the story.
He didn't want to understand. He
Like,
wanted.
Look, they have a narrative they need to meet. Okay, they don't care about the truth. And they're very hypocritical, talking about, well, I respect the No True Bill. You don't respect the No True Bill because if you did, you wouldn't question it. That's the whole.
He was smart. He was being a smart aleck about it.
Yep.
Well, he did get the No True Bill, but he's hiding stuff.
I'm hiding what? Like
he never said, man.
He's like that. His true colors come out because he automatically was saying, "Well, you could get around that with enough money," not knowing him automatically assuming that I had a shit ton of money. Him not knowing that, I don't. I'm middle class. I ain't no different than Jimbo. We're both middle class. You know what I mean?
You got more money than me.
Well, we're still middle class. So we're all middle class. Middle class people don't have enough money to throw around trying to buy the way out of trouble.
You can't buy your way out of trouble. That's for sure.
No, I should I don't look. Maddie's family has a shit ton of money, and they don't have that much money. You need a shit ton of money. I'm talking about like you got to make at least $200,000-$300,000 a year to do something like that because pockets.
Maddie's dad was my first boss.
Oh, John. I love John, dude.
I worked at the Enterprise. I was a sports writer.
Oh yeah. Well, John is amazing, dude. Like he's the most down to earth person I've ever met. Like when this all happened, he came to talk to me like a man. I told him, and then like he respects the fact that the law is the law. The system is built like that. Like you have to. You're gonna go to jail. They're gonna see if you're innocent, and then once you're innocent, they let you out. There's a difference between going to jail and getting convicted. That's
right. That's the thing. Like people are accused all the time now. Accusation and a conviction are two different things.
Yes, that's what. But people don't understand. They automatically they associate with you being arrested with you being convicted. Like, and I ain't gonna lie. Before all this happened, I thought the same thing. But like, because I only got arrested for misdemeanors. So, like, when I got arrested for punching this guy in the face, yeah, I punched him in the face.
You were guilty.
I was guilty, yes. When I went to jail for reckless endangerment when I was drunk and I wrecked a car into a tree when I was 19, yes, I did it. But there's a difference between a misdemeanor and a felony. A felony, you have to be convicted. You have to, in order for that to stick, you have to be convicted of it. So, because a lot of people go like, and then like there's other processes to stuff like, I guess people plead out and stuff like that. But but you're still, if you plead out, you're still guilty. Still guilty. All it is you get some kind of different or a lesser sentence or like, I don't know how that works, but
Listen, Ernie went to court recently and he's got to go back to court this month. But he went to court on a misdemeanor PI, public intoxication. Right?
Really?
Now, yeah, it's a bit of a story, but anyway, he spent the night in jail. Okay. They gave him, credit for the day in jail, which is for public intoxication. That's your sentence, right? A day in jail.
I've got arrested.
Sober up.
I've got arrested for that like 6 times. Yes.
Yeah. But when he goes to court, I'm sitting there with him, dude. I went to court with him. We're sitting in the courtroom, and the judge is like, "Hey, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Let's give you time served." And Ernie's like, "No, not guilty."
Damn.
He would not take it, man. He would not take time served. He was like, "Nope, we'll be back to court." So he's gonna go to court and find this PI, bro.
Asking you because he disappeared or whatever for a while. Is that when he disappeared for a while or something like that?
Yeah, he had that. I guess you know, and you've seen some of his breakdowns that he's had on the road. They're usually always on the road when he's he doesn't look at himself. It's a mental issue. It's a mental issue. He's been diagnosed with schizophrenia of some sort. Okay. And You know, he's got a psychiatrist that has diagnosed him and is treating him. And he's going to take that in there and he's going to get it dismissed. He's going to get it thrown out. He don't want that guilty on his record.
Well, that makes
Even though he's already served the time for a guilty, a PI.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not guilty.
Hey, take your own. Yeah.
This dude, he had to go to New York. Like he left and had to go back to New York, and he's gonna come all the way back to Richmond
That's
to fight it instead of taking that guilty plea. That wasn't a plea, really. I guess it would be, but like he already served the time if he was guilty.
I mean, like I said, to each their own. You know what I mean? I hope he beats it.
He will. I'm sure he will. I mean, it's like I said. The psychiatrist is going to say he wasn't under the influence. He was having one of his psychotic episodes, and because he wasn't medicated, he didn't have his medicine that he needed.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah. So,
but I mean, that's part of that judicial system, man. If you don't, like you said, you plead guilty or not guilty, and then the law kicks in. The judicial system kicks in.
Well, thank you, Sugar Pie. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. She said she's sorry that it happened, but it is what it is. He's just dying down. It's just like people keep popping up. It's like, okay, when one person stops talking about you, another one pops up, and then another one pops up, and it's like, damn, it's like whack-a-mole up in this motherfucker.
It's whack-a-troll, what we call it.
Whack-a-troll and
whack-a-troll.
So I just want to be left alone. Like,
yeah, the only reason I came live and invited you over here is because every time you were trying to explain your part, like Dank wanted to ask you the question, and then every time you started talking, he came in over top of you.
Like he doesn't know how to have a civilized conversation with somebody. Like, look, you say your part, then let me say my part. Then
and it really pissed me off when you first went up and he goes, "You got 3 minutes." Like, whose channel is this?
3 to 5.
It was Ernie's channel. What do you mean he's got 3 minutes?
I know. I was like 3 to 5 minutes. That's why I asked him. I was like, "Huh? What do you mean 3 to 5 minutes?" He's like, and because I wasn't on. I was thinking this is Ernie's channel, not yours. Like, you know what I mean? Like when Ernie was like, "Hey, let everybody talk," I was trying to be respectful because it's not my channel. It's Ernie's. We're not. That's not our channel. Who's Dank to say I have 3 to 5 minutes? Now, if Ernie would have said you have 3 to 5 minutes, I would have been like, "Okay, Ernie, it's your channel. This is your home." You know what I mean? I'm in your house. This is your. But Dank, fuck him. Ooh, man, I like, he just makes me mad. Like him. Like he has a narrative, and he kept trying to get in this narrative, and then every time he got kicked in the nuts because, especially that last one, him talking about I had plenty of money. Then I had to break the word. I'm middle class, dude. I don't have money like that. Then he was like, "Oh, now I gotta go. Oh shit. He done kicked me. He done kicked me in my vagina. I gotta go now."
He's bad to the bone, and I know why. I got a secret. You want to see it?
Well, yeah. What? Throwing bombs on that keyboard. Keyboard. Yeah.
I think I either said it over here or over there. I was like, I guarantee you he wouldn't have that same energy if him and Brandon were standing face to face.
No, because I would have probably went down in his fucking ass. Like,
then you would have got one of them charges. One of them, somebody to face charge.
Sugar Pie, he hasn't been told the wrong story. He's been told the right story. I've told this story, the same story that you all just heard on Jimbo's stream on 3 different occasions. Okay. And I've talked to all kinds of people. Dank doesn't want to hear the truth. And I'm not like, look, some people are just like that. They're too prideful. They can't just admit when they're wrong. Okay.
And you emailed him off screen too, right?
Yes. I emailed him explaining exactly Exactly. I emailed him to his email off that's on his
Yeah.
because to tell him exactly what happened. Okay. I emailed him directly telling him the whole story. He ain't trying to have it. He's automatically trying to say this and say that. And then when that last little part, when him trying to say that I bought my way out of trouble, him not knowing that I don't have, like, look, I have nice things, but I have to work hard for them. I don't have money to just be like, well, I want to just give away money. And then I promise you, the money that I would have to give away is more money than I make. So, man, I don't have money to give away like that. Oh, he's not trying to hear it. If you were friends with him, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm telling it straight. It's 110%. You're going to get nothing. You're not getting no sugar coat, and you're not getting no lies from me. You're getting 110% from me. And some people say that makes me an asshole, but I think that this makes me honest. And there's people need to be honest. So if you have a problem with me, you can come to my face and talk to me. We'll talk about it. I'm not going to hate you. I don't hold grudges. But he ain't trying to hear the truth. Every time I tell him the truth, he changed his story about stuff like so many times. So, and it's different if he's trying to say that I should have handled it different, because I agree with him. At the time, I was ignorant to the processes of everything, and I probably should have handled it different. Okay. But he's trying to say that I was grooming her, and he's trying to say I was hiding stuff because I actually did something with her. Those are all like him not trying to say, that's not him trying to say I should have handled the situation different. That's him trying to say I'm lying. There's a difference. That's like if I'm in an argument, me and Jimbo are arguing, and I punch Jimbo in the face because I just don't like what he's saying, right? Okay. There's a difference between saying, hey, you should have handled that situation different. You're right. I should have handled that situation different. Okay. And then there's the difference between that and then them saying that, that I'm trying to lie about punching Jimbo in the face. That's me trying to say I didn't when obviously I did. Dank's trying to say, regardless of what happened, that I did something that I didn't. That's what he's trying to say. He doesn't want to hear the truth. More power to him and his 1,200 subscribers that want to have nothing better else to do besides watch him drive around in a car and spit lies. So,
hey, if you're gonna hit me in the face, will you hit me in the ugly side?
you're so stupid. Apparently there's that, like, because whenever I take a picture, whenever I take a picture with Maddie, she has to be on this side. Like, she will not take a picture with me standing on my right side.
Really?
Yes, she only showing her left side. I swear, that's craziness. She's like, now, Brandon, I got to get on my good side. I'm like, I think every side of her is good, but that's
you better.
Yeah, I better, because I better. I mean, I'm stuck with her the rest of my life, so I'm good. I think every side of her is good. So
Don't say it here. But do you have a date set?
To forget? No, not. No, she wants to do a summer marriage, but like I said, she picked out the ring. I haven't gave it to her yet. It's at my mom's in the safe. I'm trying to figure out a proper time. So, but she does got the ring she wants, because we did pick it out already. So I've already bought it, but now that's what I told her. I said, you get to pick it out, but I get to pick the time to give it to you. That's, what I mean? She's been wanting it. She keeps asking for it. She's like, can I just get my ring? No, I'm going to ask you sometime. That's going to be on me. So I'm trying to figure it out. But I know for a fact she wants to do a summer wedding. So
yeah. Well, summertime's usually got the best weather, which makes we got married in January. Of course, we spent our honeymoon in Harlan, so yeah, we didn't spend a whole lot of money. Are you froze, Brandon, or are you just reading?
No, I'm reading.
Okay.
I was reading. I'm sorry. I was trying to read.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, and like I told her in his chat, I'm almost at 500 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to my channel. I don't do the stuff like I don't do a lot of lives like Jimbo. Me and my daughter will do a live every Saturday, and we pretty much just talk about fitness and Dragon Ball and anime and stuff. It's just real chill, real down to earth talk. I answer all fitness questions. So if you're trying to lose weight, I'll answer questions then. I'll answer questions about nutrition. My daughter likes to play this game with guess what this is. But yeah, if y'all are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, Brandon's link. Let me see. Somebody probably beat me to it. It's www.youtube.com
yeah, it's all
/C/Almighty Bell. I think that's it. Check it, Brandon.
let's see here. Yep, that's it. So if y'all want to subscribe, please do. Please, if you all see me asking something to Dank, I don't look dark to light. You can be friends with whoever you want. I'm not your keeper, honey. I mean, I don't judge you based on who you associate with. If you want to be in another person, look, I go with Nicolina and Raps stuff sometimes. I never comment. I only just like listen to this little bit of their stuff, and then I always click off because it's just not. I mean, it's just not. It's not nothing that I want to hear. But y'all can.
That's the thing is everybody should do their own thing as far as like, if you do your own research. If you think bad on somebody, you hear something bad on somebody, check it out, find it out. Like,
yeah,
it's not hard to do.
Like instead of just wanting to come out and say this person is this based on your Google, be an adult and ask that person. Like ask them. Okay, I would have not cared if somebody would have been like, "Hey, we Googled you and this." It was like, "Do you care to explain?" Yes, I would 110%.
Is Samurai still here?
I don't care to explain it to you because if I Google something and I didn't understand the situation, I would want to know too. You know what I mean? I got kids, but there's a difference between asking somebody, being an adult about it, and just being a little kid and just trying to point fingers, just doing this and not wanting. Not wanting the truth. And then like, you won't see nothing like that. Like Jimbo has lives and he discusses stuff and he's very honest and he's very uplifting. And it's like pretty much drama free, except for when the trolls are attacking him. And like, that's much like what, my channel is just pretty much fitness, like how to lose weight, how to get abs. On Thursdays, we do Fitness Thursday. Like today, we did our at 5:05. We did our Juggernaut training system. HIIT training for an hour. Just people just being.
I think that's going to grow because I think like I said, I think you got a knack for that, man. And people are enjoying it. Like the chat. When I said I was checking in, I was going into the football game. When I looked into it again, like 20 minutes later, it was doubled.
Yeah. So, well, like last week we had like 4 or 5 people, and today we hit 13. So
yeah,
it's growing. I mean, and it's real easy, simple stuff too. Like it's nothing that you don't need. You don't have to have this big athletic background to do it. So I mean, it's very everything we do. You just need your body. So, and you can do everything at home. That's the best thing about it, because you're just going to be on. If you're going to be online, you want to watch. If you want to watch and not work out, that's fine. You don't have to. Just be on there. Just enjoy get on there and just soak up the positivity. There's people in there just being great and a lot of positive energy, a lot of good vibes. I mean, that itself is worth it to me. But and then like I said, on Saturday we do a live. I do a live on Saturday. Me and my daughter do, and until she loses interest, she will lose interest real fast. So, but I really do appreciate everybody that does subscribe. Let's see here. Read the whole. My message is peaceful. Yeah, I mean, Dark to Light, you're good. I have no quarrel with you.
That's what I was saying. Like, I was talking, do your own research, but then I was going to also say, like, Brandon's not going to hold anything against anybody because you're friends with somebody or this person or that one.
Yeah, that ain't got
however you treat Brandon is how Brandon treats you. That's what it should be.
Friends, like you and I can be, we can talk And just because I don't like this person, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I mean, this ain't high school. This ain't a popularity contest for me. I'm a grown ass man. I pay bills, and I'm just trying to grow my brand and be respectful to everybody. Only thing I ask is just be respectful to me. That's it. I don't have to like the same person over here. Like you're an adult. You're gonna make your own choices, and you're gonna come up with your own way if you want to do things. I'm not no person to tell you that you can't be friends with me if you're with them. That's childish. If you ask me, it's childish. So, I mean, I'm not having that. So to each their own. To everybody do their own thing. But if you come to me, just be respectful to me. You know what I mean? And because I ain't got no beef with Dank, except for the fact that he just doesn't want to listen to the truth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he just.
I think Ernie also said he had been drinking tonight. So.
Well, that drinking's gonna get. I know.
It's caused many ass whoopings over the years. I'll tell you that right now.
So, I mean,
no, they said he already took it down, Chaotic.
Oh, Ernie,
he had to take down like 4 of them because he kept switching computers and laptops and phones and like he went live at 8:00.
He does a lot. Like I can't go live that long. Like
no, I'm wore out now. I've been like
I still like I got to get up and put Sophie on the bus at 7. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I ate dinner. I was about to cook dinner and I lost my appetite because I heard Dank said, "Come on, get on. I got a few questions." I was like, "Okay." He like that, and then my appetite said.
I wish Ernie would have just like accidentally kicked him out of the studio and let you finish your answer and then brought him back. Coco Sajay is in the house. Hey, Coco. Is that the real Coco? Text me a picture of your elbow and let me know. Nicolene and them been telling Coco that, or been trying to tell Thelma that me and Coco
okay,
been
I heard you say that. That's ridiculous. Man, I just it's like high school drama all over again. And I wasn't even.
Ain't it?
I didn't have any drama in high school because I wasn't popular. Like people didn't talk to me. Like I was fat and ugly, and I kind of kept to myself. So
like me.
So I missed the whole high school drama, and now I'm like, damn, like, dude, we're adults. Like, act like an adult. I mean, damn, like, it's just ridiculous that people want to be like that.
Yeah, and I broke my whole. I'm not gonna do any drama here, just so I can get you over here and let you tell you. I didn't think he was gonna let you. It really is Coco.
Okay.
She sent me a picture of her elbow.
Oh. What? You better not let Thelma see that elbow.
I know.
That's funny.
I heard Thelma say something in there a minute ago. She might come back in here.
Well, like, don't look at this elbow, honey. It's a sexy elbow. You know what I mean?
Right.
That elbow.
I know you don't want to see them elbows if you're laying on your back in the cage.
No, you don't, man. I'm telling you. Oh Lord. Oh man. All right. Well, I got to get off here, Jimbo.
Yeah, we're getting ready to close up shop here too, buddy.
Yeah. I appreciate
thanks for jumping on, man. I just want to give you a chance to let your voice be heard.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody, and make sure everybody that's in here, please subscribe to my channel.
There it is, right there on the screen.
Yeah, everybody, please subscribe. And if anybody has any questions, like Country Girl talks to me all the time on Facebook. Hey, send me all my information. If you don't want to feel like you want to talk to me on like Instagram or Facebook, you can email me. My email's on there. I mean, I'll answer any questions y'all have. Like let's keep it, fitness related, or
if you're underage, he's gonna tell your mama.
Yeah. So But just keep everything. Like I don't care to talk to people. So if anybody has any questions, they want to like, if you, hey, I want to lose a few pounds, I got you. If you, hey, I want to get stronger, I got you. You know what I mean? Or enjoy the video that's going to be posted at 9. Me and my daughter opening our Dragon Ball Super cards tonight. So
Is that in the morning?
yeah, 9 a.m. Yeah, I'll be posting it. So yeah, I've got it pre. You know what I mean?
Set to air at 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's yeah. So
Cool.
that seems to be when people get the stuff. Like I posted a video of that one I sent you.
Yeah.
It's already got 4,200 views.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, well, my sparring partner said he got to go to the doctor tomorrow though. He's like, I think I got bleeding in my stomach because now it's bruised and it's bruised down my leg, and because you know how blood flows, I was
From
like,
sparring with you?
Yes, from that body shot I hit him with. I was like, damn, I'm sorry, guy. I was like, his name's Jacob. And I was like, damn, Jake, I'm sorry, man. Oh, damn. I was like, I hope. He's like, oh, it's part of fighting, man. He's like,
Do you remember when Bob Steins fought Dan Severn in Corbin?
No, that was before my time.
Oh, it was on my show, but like I was training with Bob at the time. Like, that's where I was training at in Sasha-Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. And so, when I was 350 pounds, so I was,
a big boy,
big dude like Dan Severn, like, so when Bob was sparring, it was me and some of the other big guys, dude, sparring, hit me with a kick, bro. I had to go in an ambulance to Lexington.
Damn.
Yeah. Ruptured my spleen, broke my ribs, like just sparring. I can't imagine getting kicked by that big beast if he's really trying to hurt me.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's what I told Jacob, and he was like, I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow. And I was like, man, I'm sorry. Like, he showed me all the bruising, and I was like, shit, from a left body shot. But what it is me and Harry have been working on that head movement, and me coming into that body shot like Chad Mendez and Mike Tyson do it really good. And we've been practicing it, and I hit him with it. And I was like, oh, damn. I hit him, and he like, you saw him crumble, right? And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you see it.
I was like, damn, man. But he's tough, man. He's like, thanks for it. I was like, damn. I mean, tougher than me. I would have been like, oh, shit. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you.
Oh, he was thanking everybody and went off quick. Oh, big facts, sugar pie. Sounds like a possibility. What you got going on over here? He come back to say goodbye. You came back to say it properly.
I did. I come back to say I keep getting confused because I keep exiting out. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyways, I just want to say thank you everybody for listening to me. And Jimbo, as always, thank you very much. And y'all have a very blessed night and have a good weekend.
You
Bye.
too, brother. Talk to you soon.
See
you, Brandon. All right. So if anybody else wants to send me elbow pictures, feel free. If you don't have my number, then you ain't been watching YouTube long enough because I've been doxxed. My number's out there. I will take all elbows, lefts and rights. I'm not choosy. I just love them elbow pictures. Facebook, however you want to do it. Email. Oh, goodness. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me so late. And I appreciate it. Tomorrow, we're going to go live. I think I set it for 9 o'clock. I may do earlier in the day. Well, it'll be the first one, but the first of two. Around 3. If I do, I'll post it in time for people to know that I'm going to do that. I hear stripper music. Yeah, thank you, Murphy's Law. Thank you all. And sub to Brandon, and he's got some good stuff on his channel. He followed his fight career there, and he's got some good videos of him and his daughter interacting. It's just, he's a great father. And he does the fitness thing on Thursdays, and that's awesome. Like you said, you don't need anything except yourself. All that stuff you can do in the comfort of your living room for the most part. Actually, I think all of it you can do in your living room. So, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get in here and go to bed. I love you all very much. My family loves you, and we thank you for supporting the stand, supporting me, supporting my family. Good night. God bless. This is Jimbo coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes my dynasty.